0, 1, 2, 3. Let's get started. To get a hold of yourself. Ain't nobody stopping me.
In the past couple of days, the Lord has brought to the forefront of my heart a word about grief. Now, grief has been defined as a loss of a connection, but sometimes our grief is misunderstood by ourselves and by our family and friends, even churches, and sometimes coworkers. But let me open up this grief up with a little, maybe a tear off of a scab or maybe a Band-Aid we tend to put on life. When something or someone is tragically or without any warning taken from us, grief is easy to understand. We feel that sense of loss with the connection that we had with someone or something. Give it a few weeks, the pain will subside. Time heals all wounds, right? No. The time only creates a distance with the pain that we feel. Now, there was a question posed and a comment made that shook my belief about grief that changed my entire trajectory. God is asking, what happens to grief when you turn toward it and surrender the pain, the anguish, the grief to God? The second question or comment was, how will God dry your tears? As in Revelation 21, 3 and 4. If you never cry, we never allow our spirit to grieve. You know, in Judges, God said to Gideon, the least of his family, the least of the family in the tribe, and the least in the tribe of the family of Israel, God is with you, mighty warrior. God is showing us He is with us, and He will go through all things, good and bad, in laughter and in tears. You know, it's said that a willing heart turns toward God and the trials of life, and surrenders to Him. You know, the first step in dealing with grief, regardless if it is due to loss or a more ambiguous where the person or situation is still here, we must recognize and perceive its impact on our life. Then we have to make sure that we create a framework or a practice to deal with this grief. May I make a suggestion as a pastor? The first step must be to turn to God in prayer and in His Word. Here's my invitation to you, whoever God has chosen to touch with this message. If you are struggling with grief, either loss or just with the way life is turning out, come to the people of God and let us pray with you. We will be having a Wednesday night prayer service here at A New Beginning, 1024 South Old 3 Rushville, and it starts at 6 p.m. Then on Friday, this coming Friday, we will be having a prayer outside of the church at a business called Line Drives, 913 South Donald Street, Rushville, starting at 7. But if you don't want to come out and be directly seen, you can send a text message to 765-561-0258, and we will begin praying immediately and continue to pray. Prayer is not a genie in the bottle, but a conversation with a powerful and loving God. If you just need a place to pray, come to A New Beginning. If no one is here, Again, call 765-561-0258 and we will arrange to have the doors open. This is God's house, and we are stewards of God's kingdom. Let me leave you with this. What battle in your life do you need to stop fighting with the flesh and start fighting with faith? God is waiting on you. He desires to comfort and to heal you, to dry your eyes. Let me add one more way that you can contact the church, A New Beginning, is through our email. And our email is just simply A New Beginning Rushville, all small, all together, no spaces, at gmail.com. Again, that's A New Beginning Rushville at gmail.com. Or again, please don't hesitate to call us for any needs or prayers at 765-561-0258.